Are we? Shall we talk about how to improve our legion's camp? I have some ideas. In my opinion, we should start by establishing an armory. We'll need a smith to staff it, but we can deal with that once we have the necessary equipment. We should also get you some better furnishings. Minucius Thermus took most of his property with him when he relinquished his post. That's a good idea. Prima Italica could probably spare him. They have others in their camp who could take his position. Precisely. Later, I would advise you to establish a proper stockpile and build a workshop to outfit the Legion with siege equipment and such. For now, we just need to make sure we have someone who can forge a good sword. Well, it seems to me you are a more hands-on kind of commander than Thermus was. If you spend much time in the field, you'll need certain supplies. Peeler to throw, posca to drink, bandages for your Praetorian Guard. With the right improvements, we will be able to keep you well stocked. We must gain control of the resources necessary to construct and maintain these things. We need iron for an armory and probably lumber to furnish your tent. Either way, we will need a tannery. Unfortunately, Lesbos is a very small island without much in the way of these resources. Once we leave this island and begin to take back the mainland, deploy the Legion to capture mines, lumber mills, tanneries, or farms. Come and see me again when we control some of these resources. Then we can start the planning.
We're a little bruised after the ambush, but Mytilene is poorly defended from a land assault. And this time, they won't catch us with our pants down. Agreed. A small elite unit would be ideal to hit the enemy command structure. Let's talk about the assault once we get the lay of the land. I will prepare the Legion to march on your orders.
Oh, Legate. Would you and your Praetorian Guard spar with my Contubernium? It would be an honor.
Not long. The Legion was assembled just for this campaign, but I've served under Turius Orestes in other legions. How long has it been? A bit more than a decade? I'm honored that you ask, but teaching suits me well. There's nothing quite so satisfying as to take wide-eyed young men and turn them into soldiers of Rome.
To simple men, conquest seems trivial. You, on the other hand, recognize the intricacies of such an operation. Fortuna favors the bold, they say. We have encircled Mytilene, but we still need to take the city itself. Archelaus is an arrogant man, but nevertheless, a skillful general. It's a problem we occasionally face. The harbor is filled with burned shipwrecks. No Triarchus could get through all the debris. Ah, the man with whose ship you came here. Good idea. Geminus has a reputation as a highly skilled navigator. As always, we are ready to march on your order, Legate.
My friend, I'd heard you'd been made legatus by the consul himself. It is an honor to have hosted you on my galley. And I meant it, wholeheartedly. Please tell me how this humble Triarchus can be of assistance. I can do that. It's the least I can do to thank you. Listen, my friend, I feel compelled to come clean. Your friend the Gladiator was not wrong about me. I had given our route to the rebels of Lesbos. Since you spared my life, I've laid awake every night racked with guilt. I wish I could make myself deserving of your mercy. If that's all it takes, I shall consider myself twice blessed by the gods for your magnanimity. I will prepare the ship at once and sail to the north of the island. Meet me near Mytilene, and I will do the rest.
It's the end for you, Archelaus! Yield, if you know what's good for you!
O great and terrible Romans, thank you ever so much for your mercy and consideration. I have been trembling in fear of your arrival. Should I fall on my knees and beg for my life? So, my fate is in your hands right now. And who told you it's fine to interrupt a conversation between two adults?
Watch your tongue! You're talking to the commander of Legio Witrix!
This young boy is barely fit to command a traveling band of jugglers. Did you really think you could challenge me here, of all the places? This is my island now. You are nothing but a nuisance. Is it truly, though? In your arrogance, you thought you could sneak into Mytilene's harbor a second time and take its commander's head. Predictable and pathetic. You are at my mercy now, just as I planned it. After I kill you, I'm coming for your consul. I yield. Curse you, Romans. I know when I'm beat.
Well, well, well. You don't sound so smug and superior any longer, Archelaus.
I thought a bit of banter might rile you up. Cause you to make a mistake. I clearly miscalculated.
Much as I would love to jam a Pugio up this bastard's... Well, he would make a fine hostage.
His head would make a fine trophy.
Calm yourself, Tabad. Calidus is right. We'd better bring him back to the camp alive.
Dominus, let me oversee the escort. I will not.
I don't think there's any danger of reinforcements. Shall we make our way back to Lucullus's camp and let the consul know the battle is won? The consul will be proud. We fought like wolves today.
Congratulations, young man. That was quite an impressive display of command proficiency and valor. Hopefully. I have nothing but confidence in you.
Unfortunately, you will get to test your abilities again soon. Except Asia Minor is still not under control.
Cotta failed. The Pontic army has now laid siege to Chalcedon. The pirates will retreat to Asia to support their patron, Mithridates Megas.
We do not know. Mithridates' forces vastly outnumber Cotta's legion. We must transfer our troops to Asia and quickly subjugate the region. Hopefully, we will break the siege in time to save our fellow Romans.
When do we leave?
Make your preparations. We leave at dawn's first light.
At your service, Legate. Do you think it is time to celebrate? I have a jug of wine I've been saving for special occasions. It tastes terrible, but it should do the trick for now. We'll open it tonight. It is unfortunate that our forces in Asia Minor have failed. But see it as an opportunity. Now we play a more prominent role. This is your chance to truly shine. Do not waste it. There's no knowing for sure. The tales people tell of Mithridates Megas make him out to be a god. But honestly, I think with Lucullus commanding the legions, not even gods can stand in our way. Our need to save Cotta complicates matters, that much is true. But the greatest commanders see opportunity where others can only see misfortune. Don't waste this opportunity.
What do you need? It was to be expected. I am content, but a bit disappointed. It was easy and not interesting enough. But mostly because there's no crowd to cheer for us. Without an audience, victory feels hollow. I will need to think about this. I am looking forward to fighting again. And I am looking forward to having my feet firmly planted on soil again, too. Then let us see to it that this journey is finished as soon as possible.
Domine, you are a gifted commander. I am sure this will only be the first of your many conquests. Not at all. At this advanced stage of mine, no matter what I say, I guess it sounds like I have a deeper meaning. Ah, home. It's a beautiful and ancient land, but no one can truly know it. This campaign will be a test of your capabilities. You must be ready for anything. Asia Minor may look beautiful and inviting, but do not be deceived. Tartarus is not too far away from the Elysium.
With Cotta's fleet defeated, it will take some time to move the legions into Asia.
We should relocate Legio Witrix first. Your legionary have been sitting idle too long, consul, and just about put down roots.
Agreed. The task of picking our path to Chalcedon will be up to you. Scout ahead with the speculatories, then use Victrix to pacify the province. I will follow with Legio Prima Italica to help you hold the territory you take. Pontus has invaded Asia before. Cotta was made proconsul to keep Mithridates from making another attempt. Something is different this time. Pontus has support among the local population. We have to treat Asia as hostile territory. King Mithridates has been building bridges with them for years, while exploiting the rift between the factions of the Senate. It is excellent statecraft.
They are traitors, the lot of them.
Crucify them. Let their deaths serve as an example for the rest.
That is a wise plan, but Cotta's precarious situation does not leave us much time for caution.
Then we must learn on our feet, Domine.
The bulk of Mithridates' army is besieging Kazikos, the only city in Asia that resisted him. With his local allies, he is too great a force for us to face. If you can discover a way to turn the other regions here against Mithridates, and make them withdraw their forces from the siege, that would aid us greatly.
What about the traitor? The one who lured the Legion into Archelaus' ambush? He should be killed, like the cockroach he is.
Good that you mention it. I believe we may have found him. A centurio called Cassius. He has been missing since the ambush, but a local fisherman admitted to taking him to the mainland. He speaks the local language and had family in Lesbos. Not precisely, but it appears he was originally from Troas. I would say it's a safe bet you'll find him somewhere in that region. He probably had help. Jumping to conclusions is unproductive. But I suspect he's working for Vitellius Skywiller.
Forgive me, Domine, but what makes you think so?
It's merely a suspicion. We shall talk about this later. Remember, he's no use to us dead. Visit me in my legion's camp when you have questioned him.
If we're talking about interrogating spies, Calidus should be part of this. Where is he?
It would not surprise me to find he's been standing right behind us this whole time.
Pluto, take this sickness. This is not the time to talk about that! Glad to have made a good impression, at least. I was waiting for a good time to reveal the lie. Maybe give you a little more time to earn my trust. Good. I seek to be judged on my merits as a scout, a soldier, and a spy. Nothing more and nothing less.
It's about time you two met.
I could never have maintained the deception for so long without the consul's help.
I was shocked at first, but Calida had more than proven her worth by the time she revealed the truth to me.
I can't say this comes as a surprise. I figured you had your reasons to keep the secret, so I played along.
By all the gods, you are a great woman.
Ah, wonderful. It's turning into a whole thing.
When this war is over, I will court you. You and I will produce strong children.
I will attempt to take that as a compliment. Thank you, Legate. I'm sorry I lied to you.
You have every right to feel betrayed. But I want you to keep Julia Calida in your contubernium. Militarily, you're an irreplaceable asset together.
For what it's worth, I want to stay.
I'll leave you two to catch up. I have an invasion to plan.
Good day to you, my friend. May I interest you in some finely crafted metalwork by local artisans? I am called Voithos. Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. It is my honor to meet you. Correct. I am both. A priest of Hephaestus, the god of carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, and indeed smiths. It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must practice at least one of his crafts. I endeavor to practice them all. Though I have dedicated myself to the lame one, I both love and admire Apollon. Both are gods of creation, of art and beauty. There is no temple here to Hephaestus, but his works are carried out every day to the benefit of everyone. I would not sell anything that I create. My hands and all that they make belong to Hephaestus. I give it away freely to those in great need. But in the mercantile arts, I have found a way to sustain myself, as all men must do. Some of these items were donated to me, others I have purchased in order to resell. Finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp weapons, items of pride and importance. Would you like to take a look? I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my duty and my pleasure to promote the art of smithing and other crafts. Of tools I have plenty. How many do you need?
The Man-Crusher. You are the Man-Crusher, aren't you?
Indeed you have, Domine. Yet in this specific case, I fear this young man is referring to me. It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Wait, what? Man-Crusher? Are you serious? That's a euphemism, surely.
I'm afraid not. And nothing good ever came out of that name. I greet you, young man. I was indeed known as the Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus. But my past life is a distant memory now. Tell your master I don't fight for sport anymore.
Cheater! I'm not here to hire you. I'm here for vengeance.
I have so many questions.
Pigres, son of Diocles, son of Diodorus, spear thrower and Pancration athlete. Champion, of course.
Diodorus, you are his grandchild. Is he still alive?
Grief has turned him into a husk of the man he once was, but he is indeed still alive. Cheater!
I used to be a wrestler. I was pretty good at it too. I represented my hometown, Halicarnassus, in the Olympic Games. With honor, mostly.
Honor? What do you know of honor? It is because of you. My grandfather suffers now.
Before I was sold as a servus, I was the champion of my people, adored and envied by many. Obviously, no one was bold enough to challenge me, especially when it came to Pancration.
Until my grandfather faced you, and you had to cheat in order to preserve your fame and fortune.
It is a kind of wrestling, very popular around Aegaeum Mare, one of the defining competitions in our Olympiads.
You were a gladiator? You look nothing like a gladiator. How did you survive?
It was a long time ago, Bestia, and I wasn't a gladiator. I was an athlete, competing in the Olympiads.
I have seen free citizens fight in the arena. You competed for a prize in a kind of arena. Like a gladiator.
The Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus was going to face my grandfather in the games. Everyone knew he'd lose, for Diodorus was the greatest wrestler Cos has ever produced.
He was formidable. And frankly, for the first time in my life, I was afraid of losing. They sent me to the games and told me, come back with the trophy, or do not come back at all. Not exactly. I didn't even face him. I stole the trophy.
You did what?
I certainly didn't see this coming. Cinerus is a thief, huh?
I reject that characterization of me. I've stolen only once. That hardly constitutes a habit. You should know, young man. As a result of my actions, Halicarnassus was expelled from the Union. I've paid for my crimes.
I am told you were exiled and sold as a service. That still doesn't satisfy my grandfather's honor. The trophy belongs to my family. Give it back!
This event was a lifetime ago. Even if the trophy were still in Halicarnassus, my exile remains in place. They wouldn't let me in.
I, Pigres, accept this challenge in my grandfather's name. He is a frail old man who can barely lift his finger now. But you can accept me as an extension of his will.
Wait. Pigres is a professional wrestler in his prime. Cinerus, however formidable, is an old man. He doesn't stand a chance against Pigres. It's not fair.
You're right, Centurio, but what is? Perhaps this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I finally pay for my crimes.
Let us make it fair, then. I shall represent Cineros.
Why would I fight you? You are not a side in this conflict. It is Cineros who committed the offense. It is Cineros who should fight.
I may not know anything about your customs, but I know what you are. You are the Aurorus' champion. Now accept me as Cineros' champion.
This is my fight. My crime to atone for. But if Bestia insists, I will accept. You don't have to do this for me, Bestia. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say, but you could cheer for me. Pigres the wrestler, prepare yourself.
Let's see what a gladiator knows of Pancration. You're not as scary as you look. Strength is no match for skill, gladiator.
I'm just testing your defenses. Where did your grin go, wrestler? You were so triumphant a moment ago.
Is that all you got? Oh, it's not over yet. I think you broke my collarbone.
Your footwork is sloppy. Come on, get back up.
Enough! It hurts too much. You win. I have brought shame to my family. I do not know how I will face Theodorus after this. Please leave. I have to think.
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praegonius Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough! With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Mauro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas. Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. We shall see about that.
It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome? Ah, yes, he did mention that, I think. I am a disciple of Theophilus. My name is Rhianus. Why do you ask? Perhaps you've passed through my home region? But I should be very surprised if so. I hail from a small village in the mountains, a day's travel east of Adramyttion. I have a great deal of family there. It is fortunate that Apollon gifted me a keen mind, or I would be there still, herding sheep for my uncle.
Thank the gods you are here! You must help us! The temple is burning! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. If it weren't for you, our temple would be ashes now. Somebody set the temple on fire. Not all of the locals are fond of Apollon. They believe the temple is built on an old pathway to Hades. How should I know? It's been here for hundreds of seasons. I wasn't even born back then. Such a selfless act warrants a reward. Please, take this.
Thank you for stopping. You are the strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus. Well, I find that word distasteful. But yes, in essence. I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help. He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
If he has a way to communicate with the forces of Pontus, we could always try our hand at a little forgery.
Theophilus knows me, and he knows that I resent him. But many of the priests here dine with him. Perhaps one of them can be tricked or threatened to help you? You cannot be seen to strike first. If the people turn against us, I will not be able to regain control. If you can provoke him to attack you, so you can be seen to kill him in self-defense, you might get away with it. We are not close. Perhaps someone here in this temple can give you what you need. Thank you, Legate. My husband was a loyal servant of Rome. He wasn't perfect, but he cared deeply for his people. He did not deserve to be cut open in the night like cattle.
Hello again. I benefit greatly from his wisdom, and his piety cannot be denied.
Your discretion is wise, but my Dominus has no love for yours, child. You may speak freely.
In that case, no. I would not say that I like my master, but I respect him greatly.
You know he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
You only see it from the outside. You don't see what he's like when we're alone.
He would have married you a year ago if he was going to. You're just an amusement to him. Entertainment.
What a hurtful thing to say. Stop talking like you know our relationship. Theophilus loves me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt you. But I just want you to see that he's using you.
I know you care. But trying to destroy my relationship is not the way to show it.
Let's just drop it. Will I see you tomorrow for dinner?
Of course. Good day. I am Eritha. I am a priestess here at the temple. I am? No. I don't believe you. Theophilus loves me. You're right. I know. Senoclea has been trying to tell me for so long, but she seemed so invested. What will you have me do? I've dreamt of the life we'd have together. To give up on it all now, I couldn't bear the thought. You believe he would try to win me back? Yes. I think so as well. He really does love me deep down, you know? When he understands that he has lost me with his indecision, it will push him to finally make up his mind. Here, take this medallion to him. He will recognize it as mine. Tell him I have been made aware of his infidelity, and that I do not wish to see him again.
You are still here? For the life of me, I cannot fathom why. Eritha! By the gods! What have you done to her, you... You horrid, creature! You monster!
Good to see you again. Any news about our agreement? Few things can twist a soul the way injustice does. Thank you for relieving me of this burden. I will get to work at once. The upper echelons of Musia's society owes me much. It is time to collect that debt. What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp? Utterly unnoticed. I knew you would see the possibilities at once. I just need you to do one small thing while you are there. Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this, well, I believe another war will tear us apart. Precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold. But the best spycraft always is.
It would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe. And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. The contract is made on our city's behalf, and I will be held to account for it. Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies in a long time to truly threaten the peace of the Republic.
Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos.
A moment of your time, please. I have come to apologize for Bigres's behavior. My grandchild can be disrespectful and reckless. Please forgive him. I am Theodoros indeed. I have unfinished business with Cineros the Man-Crusher.
It is a reminder of my past life. A stain I can't clean up. I have an idea for how we can solve this conflict without death.
It is not the winning that matters. I am an athlete. I want a fair competition.
What if we fight with our minds?
A mind fight?
Pancration is for young girls looking for a husband. We're both too old for that kind of spectacle.
True. So what do you propose, Man-Crusher?
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions to the other. He who answers them all correctly will be the winner.
Since I'm the one challenging, I should ask the questions. It's only fair.
That's reasonable. I'm ready for your questions, Theodoros. Make them difficult, so you will be convinced of my victory in the end.
Consider this thing which is all about, but can never be seen. It can be captured, yet cannot be held. It has no throat, but you can hear it.
A bird can die when you catch it, but you can catch it indeed. It's not a living thing we're talking about, no. It's something like a wind. Wind? That's the answer.
Correct. Your second question follows. Consider a beast which devours all other beasts. It gnaws on iron and grinds stones to dust. It slays king and ruins town. It even beats mountains down.
Many beasts can destroy things. A tiger devours all beasts, but mountains? I don't think so. The answer must be something else. Time, maybe. It kills us all, after all.
You are strong in mind, Cineros. I did not expect that. Your answer is correct. And now for your last question. Consider Alexandros Megas. When he conquered Gordion,
How did he unravel the knot?
That's an odd riddle. There are a few ways you can solve knot riddles, but how can I know without actually witnessing the event? Let us eliminate the obvious wrong answer. He wouldn't. He sliced through the knot using his sword. Thus no one will ever know if that puzzle could be solved.
You win, Cineros the Man-Crusher. It turns out you were the superior contestant after all.
I probably wasn't the superior contestant back then. I was afraid, my friend. And my fear brought shame both to Kos and Halicarnassus.
Thank you for admitting that, and for allowing an old man to compete one final time.
And I thank you, Diodoros, for allowing me to redeem myself. My mind is at ease now. Wale.
Legate, I need your advice and perhaps permission. There's a personal matter I need to address. Can you guide me? I am a gladiator. You will tell me that I am a free citizen now and no longer a Servus. That much I know, and I am truly happy for it. I do have a goal in life, but I do not know how I can achieve that goal without training. It is my belief that Cineros can provide the skills I need.
That's what I've been telling him.
The ability of a gladiator is measured by his ability to survive. Nothing else matters. I have never seen a gladiator as old as Cineros. And he's still fighting. Clearly I can learn many things from him.
But, Bestia, I was an athlete, not a gladiator.
Different word, same thing. I am looking for someone. We were sold together as Soe. Now that I'm free, I would like to find her. It stands to reason that she's free too now. But I know neither her name nor her location. That quest goes beyond the skills of a gladiator. As so, she was worth twice as much as I am. I am still alive. I want to learn whatever my Magister decides to teach me. It is not for me to choose lessons. I shall learn whatever skill is necessary for me to learn, including accounting, if necessary.
I do not know what I can teach, Bestia Tabat. But with your permission, I'm willing to do what I can.
Excellent.
Very well. I shall try to teach you to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Magister.
Domine.
What can I do for you? About the same. Except now I'm responsible for keeping you alive as well. It's not something I'm good at, you know? Keeping people alive. Really? I was just following directions. This grand assault kind of action is not really my thing. It's too big. Too impersonal. I'm a people person. Wasn't really my choice. It was a matter of survival. Yulia is a little girl who spends all her time being pretty. She eventually becomes the wife of a wealthy senator, and that will be her grandest achievement. I don't want to be the center of attention. I want to be in control of my life and other people's lives. I think deep down, I always was, Julius. Thank you for leaving the decision to me. Few people do that.
Awe, Legate. If you have a moment, there's a matter which I believe urgently requires your attention. Although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention. It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and voices of dissent will be raised now and then. Indeed, we are dealing with human beings after all. Not at all. Your attention will be reserved for more important things. I would suggest that you delegate this kind of task to someone you trust, however. I would ask that you send members of your Praetorian Guard, supervised by someone from your personal contubernium. There is no king. Remember, this country is rightfully a province under our republic. As we regain control, it is unfortunately inevitable that we must put in some work to stabilize each region again under Rome. With all due respect, I'm not in charge of Legio Victrix. You are responsible for making decisions. I can only give you my advice. Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. The local villagers have armed themselves and managed to take a number of our legionari prisoner. They're now threatening to kill them. It's been a while since the men had some time off. This has been a prolonged campaign, Legate, and the men have certain needs. They were lured into a brothel and then beaten to near death. Not a war story they will tell often in the wine houses at home, I'm sure. They want us to leave. Then Mithridates will take back control of their lands and we will lose it. I agree, and they deserve no less than death for their stupidity. But it should be you who punishes them. We can't let Greeks kill Roman citizens. Of course, this mission demands some tact and care. Please, form a team based on those criteria. Our way, Legate. Morale has been better. Many legionari seem disillusioned by the progress of the war. But the situation is far from unsalvageable. I believe a few victories is all the men need to rally around your command. We're not at full strength, but we have enough men to get things done. If a battle awaits us, we will manage. I should also note that we have quite a lot of people injured from the recent fighting. As soon as they're back in action, we'll be in better shape.
Please, don't kill me. I'll tell you everything. There is. The sentry will ask, has your journey been long? You must answer, we have many more miles to cover towards Rome.
Cheeky bastards.
What? But... fine. Take it. Just spare me.
We can't spare this man. If anyone learns of this, Mithridates' camp will be on high alert.
I won't tell anyone, I promise. Oh, you are too kind. No one will ever hear of this. I swear it by all the gods.
I like you better in Roman armor. But the uniform fits you at least. You sound like the boys back home. They said Mithridates had 300,000 men. Seeing this, I believe it. If not, we'll find out soon enough. Sorry, we'll be fine. Just let me handle the sentries.
Oh there, scouts. Has your journey been long?
To tatter us with your passphrase, Lokagos. We've been far afield for near a month. You think we've kept up with your latest codes?
Don't run your mouth at me. It takes a passphrase to enter camp, and I don't make exceptions.
I guess this is where I tell you to go talk to my superior to sort this out, but I don't think either of us wants to drag the strategos out here, nor do I want to wait in the heat while you get in. Why don't we just skip the theater so we can get a bath and you can go back to your dice game? I offer you this bottle of fine Sicilian wine to wash away whatever guilt you might feel for such minor dereliction of duty.
This is a fine vintage.
They look like good people to me. And that does look like a good wine. I say let them through.
Very well. Go on in. But it's not because of the wine.
Of course not, Lokagos. Good luck with the dice.
I have no power to overrule an imperator. You know that.
I only need you to discredit the campaign of Licinius Lucullus.
You made it impossible for me to turn the Senate when you cornered Marcus Aurelius Cotta. Rome will not leave one of their own behind, least of all a consul.
As long as he is safe and sound inside the walls of Calidus, I still believe he can be rescued. Then we must take the city and secure him as hostage.
One thing at a time. I heard rumors that Troas and Musia are on the cusp of leaving your alliance.
Impossible. I have contingencies to ensure their loyalty.
I hope you're right. Without them, your siege on Kitsikos is lost.
My army outnumbers Lucullus's legions 25 times.
Don't underestimate him. That is the mistake Archelaus made.
Keep the supplies flowing, Scaevola. That's all I need from you. I will take Kitsikos and Chalcedon, and you will reap the rewards.
Corvinus will see to it personally. He is among my best men.
My services are yours as long as the Senator commands, Your Majesty.
Very good. Safe journey home, Senator.
Oh, I'm not going home. My brother is handling things just fine in Rome. I'm going to see a mutual friend in Thracia.
Ah, yes. Give him my regards.
I shall. Good day, Your Majesty.
Soldier, tell me, what news from the outskirts of the war? They would not attack us yet. But they are seizing as much ground as they can, turning the population against us, no doubt. Your accent. You sound Roman. I see. Why did you join my war? That she does not, but nor does she belong to Pontus. Bithynia is caught between two mighty nations, and she will go to the mightiest. That is the way of the world. The Roman senator, Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola. He has vested business interests in this region, and he is a good friend of Pontus. You are uncommonly well informed. Best not speak too openly of such matters. They are a stubborn people, or else they would have succumbed like Musia and Troas. It's a well-fortified city, but they will not hold out for long unless our enemy finds a way to relieve them. We must ensure that doesn't happen. He is a formidable commander, and very well cultured for a Roman. He is known as a lover of Hellenic culture, and he is the ruler of a mighty nation, but he is no Cornelius Sulla. This time, Pontus will prevail. So say the reports. The new legatus of the second of Lucullus's legions. Soon he will decorate a cross along the road to Rome. Mark my words. Archelaus was the finest general of his generation. And he was a dear friend. I encourage my soldiers to voice their opinions. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this war with me today. Now, be about your business.